After 130 days, have I gotten worse or have I gotten better? I'm gonna find out. He had mate on the board. He could have mated me for like 2 moves. What is this? You gonna push some more? Let's go. I love this position. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you. Plenty of targets. Plenty of targets. Let's go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you indeed. Plenty of targets. Let's go. You dogged me really good. Let's go. Plenty of targets. Still gotta beat me. Still gotta beat me. Still gotta beat me. My name is Still Gotta Beat Me. How's your rook feel? Put it somewhere good, or else you will be misunderstood. This has gotta be me. What a stunning blow. What a stunning blow. I'm running away. I'm running away. How do we do it?
Some good positional play let you seize the advantage in the
Ah, I still had chances if there was more time. I'm not playing very fast yet. I think I need to make some more coffee. Let's go. Let's go. I like easy space. Let's go. Free Schneider. No. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Good game. Nice attack. Rematch? Alright. It was a beautiful attack. I should get a chance to have a rebuttal. Because I'm playing suspect. No more suspect. Number one. We're just gonna trade it off till we're done. I saw winning chances and I took them. Is this a 1300 game too? Very dog?
You saw your chance for the win with a nice tactic, and you took it,
Let's see.
pushing a flank pawn and controlling the key d5 square.
Keep it 0, right? I'm black. Pause.
You are bringing your bishop into play, eyeing the central squares. You can pick up a free pawn. You had an opportunity to capture a free pawn, defending their hanging pawn. Well done, an excellent move. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. Great. You've developed your last piece. Not the best move, but not bad either. They've doubled rooks on an open file is a great strategy. You take back. They're very good choice. This is a clear recapture. This is a fine move. They made Good job. That's what I would have played too. That's not a nice move. You opened up your bishop's diagonal and made it more active. They are threatened. Your best move was to force weakening the pawn structure around the king. They are threatening to capture. Your best move was to force weakening the. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the. This is an equal trade. White's recapture simultaneously act. This is a clear recapture. This is an equal. White's recapture simultaneously activates another piece.
Yeah, I had a couple dumb plays and lots of misses, huh? I was playing good until I freaking tossed it.
You played some nice moves in that tough game.
Yeah, until the
Let's
end.
look at a good tactical find you had.
Look at the openings. My openings are costing me right now. Let's just play basic chess. No more messing around. This is my opening to every e4 for right now. Followed by attacking the center as soon as he permits. Followed by developing more knights. See, he wants that, but I don't really care for it. I don't really mind, actually, if he takes here. Protecting center. Provoking a weakness. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't really mind if you take there. Bong Cloud. It's called the Bong Cloud. Snoop Bong Cloud. There's more than one way to skin some cats. No. Let's see. fucker. He's so faster than me. Ah! He's so faster than me. I'm playing so shrowy. 16-19. That's the other direction. Play a better opening. How about that? You can't ignore that. Just go away. Clever. That was clever. Can't argue with that. I got some clever of my own coming your way.
Nice eye. You found a tactic to
Hey,
grow your lead into a win.
bad openings. Why is it so low of a game if I get a brilliant move?
What a bold sacrifice of your knight. A brilliant tactical idea.
You like that, huh? The rest of the game was shit, but you like a fucking bad sack. It says it's not a bad sack, bro.
What a
Ooh,
bold sacrifice of your knight. A brilliant tactical idea.
I got you. I'm sorry. Early dub. At least he doesn't have that. Am I right? It's good play. I don't even care. No. No. Did we get him back? See if I could play you a more solid game. Oh yeah, I was supposed to play that, huh? Okay. Get off of these. Get off of these. Fucking kidding me. I see. So you have points to your points. Oh my gosh, very nice. Very nice. What can you say? You had a good play on that one. It was very nice. Very impressed. Oof. Ah, you want more? Yeah, he likes it. Let's go. Give me free stuff. Dog you. Dog you. Yes, dog you some more. Dog you some more. Uh-oh. Make a steak? Sure did. Make a steak? Not really sure why I did that, but I did it. I said, don't be silly. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky, dude. Oops. I'm less worried now than I was when we started, you know? We're getting ready to smash that shit. Just straight up smash it. He didn't go for it. Should have took that probably and let me push here. I don't mind, but now we're gonna invade somewhere else altogether. My knight has places to live. Don't even care. This threatens something. Yeah, give me everything, bozo. Ooh, that was a good move. Oh my gosh, you got mated. I feel your pain, my guy. What is this? It's nonsense. You want a piece? Come get it. What is this? It's also nonsense. You want a piece? Come get it. It's all said and done. You could have been dogged. You could have been dogged. You could have been dogged. Get off of my porch. Oh my gosh, that was such a bad mistake. He didn't even see that. I'm so slow. Do yourself a favor and go spam somebody else's stuff. You got lucky. Dog you. Put you into the 1400s now. Mm. I'm in fear of this. What is this noise? Oh no, that's probably a little bit better. Ah, I accept. That was just too slow. No, that's a pretty good move. Sucking K, but that's what it is. We're running away. That was a mistake for me. But it wasn't that bad a mistake because you can only take from with the one rook from both directions. So I'll just tuck back down the alley. Bring my guys back into the game. Rock solid. I don't even care. We're not having that. Rock solid. Here we are. Threatening mate 2. He doesn't go for it. We'll get the queens off the board maybe. It's a pretty good move. Go for some checks. Trade some pawns. Check me. Yeah. Yep. You're right. The fuck is this? Clever bastard. Trying to get me caught out of here. I don't care. See what you're up to. Whatever. Bring it. Bring some knights. It's nice of you. That's rough. Put my shit right where the only place it could go. It's rough. Oh my gosh, it's even worse. Ah! Let's go here. Oh boy. Let's go. Here. No, ha ha ha. Maxwell, come here. Yo, yo. All right. Where was I? You are cooked. Somehow I know it. Intuitively, you're cooked. Intuitively. No. Play again. I accept your proposal with whatever this is. Mm-hmm. And somehow that helps you. Indeed, we do this for some purposes. Okay. No. You want more? Oh, he wants more. Let's go faster. Mm. Want more? Ambar? Let's go. Ah, the guy got me with a fucking tactic for sure, didn't he? Let's Go this way. Let's go this way. Fuck, it got me with another tactic. Cooked. Okay. This is with check. This is with check. I don't care anymore. We're out the hood now. Check. Push. Spin. Go here. Recapture. Put it here. I didn't know I was so low on time. Good game. Damn good game. Okay. Let's do it like this then. What? I accept. It was a very clever endeavor, my fellow. I let him have a free fucking pawn. That was awesome. That was completely awesome. All right, I'll be right back. I can't. You're just too good. I don't have time. Bro, my speed is lacking. Next time I lose, I get a cup of coffee. That's the deal. Brantley. Hey, Brantley's mom. That sucks. Don't be paying attention much today. Or something. Can't get it together. Can't play a good game. Why not? Get together. Play a good game. Ooh, my guy. I should have went here. Yeah. Brantley. Brantley. Brantley's mom. Kicking on my butt. Let's go. I don't like running out of time, Brantley's mom. Poor Brantley's mom kick on my butt and run out in 1 second. Hello. Nitoid. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Made a mistake. What am I doing? Getting crushed. Do something immensely stupid. I did. I fucking did. So stupid. You run out of time in the toid. I'm good at fragging people. I like to frag them. With the frag, I make a threat. I bring my queen. You take my stuff. Ugh. How can I deal with it? I resign right away. Let's play again. Karim from Egypt. Hello, Karim from Egypt. Thank you for that lesson last game. It was beautiful, by the way. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. No. No knights here. Yes, my queen moves. And I take space on the queen side and bring the knight around the horn. Ah, yes. I still don't want to trade it. Come on down. This is a mouse slip, but he does something. Wow. Yay. Yay. No. I'm so dumb. Why would I move on to that? Good game. GG's. I think I taught me some lessons. I'm not ready for bullet. It's been proven over and over. I got 2 swindles and I got dogged out of 3 games. So let's solve a puzzle. 2014 losing rating. All right, we're gonna say it's black to play and move. Everybody always jumps to check and he runs out, right? But is it? It's got to be, because if not, you get crushed. So check. He runs out. Check. He runs in. Checkmate. That was fun. Let's do it again. 2017 puzzles. White to move. Do we hit him with a check? And if you take it back, I hit you with the check. You go over, I hit you with the check and a rack. And if I hit you with the check and you just, let's say, come up, then I move. Come on. It's all day, mein guy. Black to move. We know white's in trouble. We can tell. Can we? And it's black to move. Check. Come off it. Do you get partial credit for that? No. You go down for that. Black to move. What do we have going on? Some key principles. What do you do? Oh, he just takes. Okay. Can't believe I cooked my fucking daily game. My guy's on. Let's go. Good game. You made me a bot, my guy. I should have went and got coffee. I fucking made myself like the only person that can do that kind of stuff. I'm really not playing well. So funny. What's the daily puzzle? At least we can do the daily puzzle. Ready, set, go. What do you mean, what's the daily puzzle? What isn't the daily puzzle, dude? Yeah, because I don't pay attention past, like, surface, huh? Not today. I'm only seeing most of it.
Welcome to episode 2. This episode we will see the best king moves, the most.
No, I already seen this one. It really wasn't that. So everything is wrong. Oh my gosh.
Hello and welcome to the third episode of this series. In this episode, we will be
I
seeing the
really
most
like
amazing rook moves
chess.com. If
that I
I
have
had
seen.
these resources when
Let's
I was
start with
younger,
the very first
I feel
game.
like I would have been
It was
dedicated
played by
enough
the
to
first
make him
world
a
champion
stronger
William
rating.
Stennis in 1895. A very, very famous game. And it not
I'm
just
still
one rook
committed to
move, but the
train.
series of rook moves that he made that made a huge impact. Mostly, I believe you know this position, you have seen this position, all the viewers. But in case you haven't, then
I don't
pause the
remember,
video at this
but I
point,
started this
take
one,
your
I
time
think.
for 10-15 minutes and try to find till the end. Not the first move, but until the end. So the first move is very straightforward. White took, rook into e7. Comes with a check, and if he takes, black takes with the queen, then we win instantly. This was not difficult. King into e7, probably the most obvious move, but white gives a check, giving black two options. In case of king d8, we give knight e7 check, king will have to come to one of the squares, then discover check, and we pick up the queen. Also very trivial. King d6, the other possible move. And here white has to be a bit precise. White gives queen b4 check. Now after king c6, rook c1 is mate. After king c7, knight e6 check, queen f4 check, and rook c1 or knight into c7 both wins the game. Black could play rook c5 here. Many moves, rook e6 would win material, or check, rook e6, king b5, a4 check, b4 check, and we win the rook. These were not difficult because these were only moves, series of forced moves. However, black had a very interesting idea in mind, which makes the game extremely interesting. Black played the move king f8. In case if you have not seen the move, when you spotted rook into e7, pause the video again and try to figure out how can white play. How is he going to stop this rook into c1 back rank mate? He cannot take the queen because straightforward there is mate. And also not just back rank, now suddenly the queen is also hanging. White played the move rook
Mm.
f7 check, again saying if you take with the queen, I take the rook. Black plays king g8, and one of my favorite rook moves, rook g7 check.
Ah.
Black cannot take with the king because queen into d7, and once again black cannot take with the queen because of rook into c8. Black played king h8 and white took rook into h7, and as the legend goes, black left the hall without resignation. Again, queen into h7 is rook into c8, and if black would play king to g8, we give check again. If king f8, we have knight h7, and then no matter what, we take the queen with the check. If king h8, we give a check, he has to take, and then it's a forced pretty mate check here. He can prolong the mate, but eventually it is happening. King d6 is queen into f6, and after king d8, we give a check, and a very pretty mate here with queen d6. So that's the first example. Let's move to the next one. In 1907, Akiba Rubinstein played the immortal game, showing some of amazing rook moves, which always remain in my memory. This is one of the game once you see, you cannot forget. So black to play, if you have not seen the game, once again pause the video for 10-15 minutes and again try to find out not just the first move but the entire sequence. Black could play queen e7 and he's probably still winning here, but clearly the strongest move is rook into c3. White will have to take the queen because if he takes here, we give a check, cannot take because of mate. White took the queen, and the next move, also spectacular. One rook was hanging already. Black puts another rook in price. And it's a very interesting position. If you look at black's pieces, out of his 5 pieces, 4 of his pieces are actually hanging. But white cannot take any of them. If he takes the knight, then bishop e4, and subsequently, it's actually mate. It's not just, we don't even take with the bishop, but we take with the rook and we give checkmate. He cannot take the rook or bishop because then we just take the queen, which leaves the other move that was played in the game, queen into d2. Now bishop e4 check, forcing white to play queen g2, and another beautiful move, rook h3. There is no stopping with rook into h2. He can take the queen, but we play rook into h2. He can prolong it with bishop d4, but after bishop into d4, anyway rook into h2 is threatened and white gets mated. So that was the second example. We now move on to the third one. This game was played in 1970. Fischer was white. And when I saw this game for the first time, it created a huge impact on me. Fischer actually saw the tactics from a distance because he could reach the identical position with the king on c8. He did not do that. So he knew exactly that for his combination to work, it's very important that the king remains on b8. Now with this clue, can you find what is the combination? If you have not seen the game, once again, take 10.
How about rook f3? I have no idea what Fischer would have played. Maybe it was just rook b1. No. Let's say it is this one because the bishop is hanging too. And if the knight takes the rook, bishop. And if the pawn takes the rook, bishop. And if the queen takes the queen, I had no idea. So let's see what they did. Oh,
Hello and welcome to the prolong the mate, but we saw the tactics from a distance because he could reach the identical position with the king on c8. He did not do that. So he knew exactly that for his combination to work, it's very important that the king remains on b8. Now with this clue, can you find what is the combination? If you have not seen the game, once again, take 10 to 15 minutes, pause the video and figure out the combination. The reason I like this particular combination is it's very unique. I have never seen something like this before or after, like this kind of pattern. And to find this during a game when you do not know there is a combination, it's huge. It's so easy to miss. As a problem, as a puzzle, it's much more easier to solve. So Fischer took rook into e4. Very natural move because bishop f4 is coming. If d into e4, bishop f4, we win.
okay.
But of course, the question is what to do after queen takes g3. And now if you take black takes on e4, the first spectacular move was rook into e4. The second spectacular move was rook into d4. And never seen something like this before or after. The queen on g3 is trapped. And that's why we need the king on b8 because with the king on b8, all these squares are taken because of bishop f4 pin. That's what is the combination about this pin.
Fischer.
And yeah, in the game, queen g4 was played. White took and bishop into g6. White was having a lot of material and Fischer won the game without any difficulty. So this particular combination of rook e3 as rook into e4 and rook d4 is very unique. Let's see the next one. Okay, this one is extremely famous and it is one of those cases where I made some exception. Usually I chose the positions where there is only one winning move or the strongest move, but this position is a slight exception. Moves like queen h4 or g2 is also winning, but one cannot argue with the aesthetic beauty of what Spassky played against Larsen in 1970, Belgrade. He played the move rook to h1. It does have its own beauty in it. There are no piece on h1, rook goes to h1, forces white to take on h1. All this is to get the g2 with tempo and to get queen h4 with a check. Rook f1 was played because if rook g1 we give check, and after king d1 we put the queen on h1 and we queen the pawn again. So rook f1 was played, queen h4 check, king d1, queen, and resign because it's now mate after bishop g4. If bishop e2, queen h1 is mate, and after king c1, this turns out to be mate. So it's a cute tactics, and it became extremely famous, obviously. Let's see the next one. From 1998 Rubinstein Memorial, Gelfand was white and Shirov was black. Let's have our usual break. This time I would say take 15 to 20 minutes to figure out the complications of this particular position. This is something that Gelfand saw from a distance, but also Shirov was counting on this. And there's a very interesting story that Shirov opted for this particular line because he was expecting, so Shirov was expecting that white will play the move bishop to e6. And okay, threatening to take here. If queen e7, we take here. Bishop into f3 and rook into g7. The point is if king g7, then bishop e5 check and g into f3, white wins. So black has to take the queen and white plays bishop e5. And it looks like there is no way to stop the mate because white can just move the rook and it's just checkmate. But Shirov was anticipating this, and look at his imagination. He did see that it's possible to play queen b5. White plays b5, once again threatening rook g5 or rook g6. And this time black plays queen b2 and black escapes. Black is still probably slightly worse after the complications, after the series of force moves, something like this, let's say, and take and take here. But definitely black is not losing anymore. He's just slightly worse. So this is what Shirov was expecting, that bishop e6 is happening, and he had this very unique idea of queen b5 and queen b2. However, Gelfand had a very strong idea in mind, which is the only winning move in the position. So the rook is under attack. White has material advantage, his 2 pawns up, black's king is weak. But white's main problem is the rook does not have a square because the bishop is hanging. And we already saw bishop e6 is giving only small advantage. So white played the move rook d7. Just keeping a protection of the bishop, everything looks normal, of course, except the fact that this rook can be taken. So this is the only option for black, like the critical one. Black takes the rook, and now knight g5, threatening queen h5 checkmate, queen b6, and only now the move Shirov was counting 2 moves before, it's bishop e6. So the point of queen b6 was, of course, there is no queen h5 check due to queen h6, and it is this precise line that white is blocking.
Wow.
And now threatening queen h5 check. If let's say bishop e8 trying to stop queen h5, then we go queen g4, and subsequently the queen will land into the deadly h7 square and give checkmate. So black was forced to give the queen, and now bishop e5. White was completely winning and eventually won the game after a few moves. Let's see the next example. I could not resist myself from including this immortal game from YKNZ 1999. There are huge analysis. In fact, I can make just one single video only on this particular combination. The lines are very complicated, and yeah, before I get there, let's just say who are the players. Kasparov is white, Topalov is black. I believe that everyone knows the game, and in the game rook into d4 was played. A tremendous bold move, and a fantastic imagination showed by Gary here. An equally bold decision was taken by Topalov. He actually accepted the sacrifice. Apparently, he also saw that it's possible not to take it. For example, king b6 is actually the strongest move in the position, and in fact, it's black who is slightly better. But anyway, rook into d4 was played in the game, and black accepted the sacrifice. And the point of the combination is now rook e7 check. If king b8, then we take queen into d4, threatening mate. And after queen takes e7, we have check. check, and mate.
Mm.
So after rook e7, king b6 was played, queen takes d4, also forced, b4 check, and now queen to c3. What I strongly recommend is Anish Giri in his YouTube channel once made an exclusive video on this game with Gary himself, and I strongly recommend to watch that video as well. There are so many interesting lines. Since that's not exactly our topic, I will skip all the variations. Like, I don't want to include all the lines here, but you can definitely watch it there. So yeah, the first point is if bishop d5, we have king b2 and checkmate. So queen takes d5 was played, and in the game rook a7 was played. There were many other moves also. Black played bishop b7, white took it. Let's just point out that if rook d6, again king b2, the whole concept is you don't have queen d4 anymore because of checkmate. So bishop b7 was played, white took it. Black naturally cannot take it because of queen b3. Queen c4 was played, takes here, and the final blow c3 check. If queen takes c3, then rook b5, queen b5 both wins. So king takes c3, and the very important move which Kasparov saw from a distance, and very difficult move also, an easy move to miss, a very difficult move to spot. Queen a1 check. If king b3, then queen b2. If king goes to b4, also queen b2, because queen b3 runs into rook into b5. So king d2 was played, check here, bishop f1, another spectacular move. If he takes, then queen c2, king e1, and rook e7 is mate. And after bishop f1, rook d2. It's ironic that the entire combination white is winning because of this rook is hanging. And that's actually very, very important, because rook d7 takes, and the rook hangs. And eventually Kasparov won after 3-4 moves. It was at this point Topalov resigned. So that will be it for
And check. How did white continue the mating attack? White can force mate. Check, takes, check, goes up, check. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Check, check, check. Oh boy. Was it check? Comes out. No, I don't remember this part. Was it take? Take. But this isn't forcing mate. No mate. Check. There we go. Now if we play check. That's off, right? What if we played check? We went here. Then that's check and mate. If we played check, we went there. Then that's check, cover, and crush. And if we play check, he goes there. Great move. How should we keep chasing? Uh, this is a good move, but there's a faster path to mate. Faster path to mate. This is a good move, but there is a faster path to mate. Duh. Oh, that's not mate, and I get mated. That's not mate, and I get mated. That's better. Oh, okay, I see you now. We should retry that. It's a lot of freaking moves, dude. That's a lot of moves. Rubenstein's crazy. He probably went like that. Because if you come off of the bishop, this is check. This is a good move, but there's a faster path to checkmate. I thought because if he took the bishop, then that would be crushing, but apparently I was wrong. Wow. We remember Bobby Fischer played this. We remember the GM explaining that Bobby Fischer knew he had to reach this position with the king directly on b8. That he could have reached it with the king on c8, but he knew the combination wouldn't work if it wasn't this particular combination. And then I guess Bobby Fischer takes the knight because the queen is trapped. Which is pretty wild. This is a better move. I'm about to have some lunch, guys. Lucky dog. I can't play too fast.